Okay, well, it's decided. I'm getting a neck job. Thank you for your help, and I cannot wait. I'm going to have Terry Ann Kennelly's jawline before you know it.
Maybe this is like Donald Trump's manufacturing thing he's got going on. Maybe we're trying to keep this business here
Tariffs.
in Australia.
Yeah, the tariffs have led to cheaper neck jobs in Australia. Bloody brilliant. I'll vote for Trump. Oh, you're right there, girl. Just hydrating.
Just hydrating, mate. Do you want some? Do you want to share some water with you?
I do. Thank you. We've just been out for lunch. And I
just smashed a steak and what have you done?
I had to turn my top inside out because I spilt tomato sauce on my top.
But also, you spilt tomato sauce on your top when the food wasn't out. So how did you do that? Because you came back and I saw you rubbing yourself, but after
rubbing myself in a pub for the first time.
But you said I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah,
right?
but then
and then you came back with. So
what I like to do when we go out for lunch, whether it's you, me and Matthew or you, me and Son, oftentimes we go to establishments that don't provide you with cutlery. They have, pubs or whatever. So I go to the bathroom and then on my way back, I grab us all napkins, knives and forks and condiments. And like an idiot, I was kind of put the sauce under my wing and it got it right on my nipple.
Yeah. It looked like you'd been breastfeeding.
Yeah, breastfeeding a pie. So... So I had to turn my top inside out. It happens, guys.
It happens, guys. But you've got the, those, what are the seams? They're all hanging out now. So you can, it looks like you're wearing a wet shirt at Wet n Wild.
Does it? I was hoping it looked designer.
No, it does. It looks very great.
Wrong. Looks very inside out. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Mate.
It's for a good cause. It's just the old.
I went to the gym the other day with my pants on backwards. My gym pants.
That's not good.
No, they had the Nike sign around the wrong way. So that's how because the Nike sign was upside down or whatever the fuck it was doing.
Yikes. Didn't you feel it around
Someone said,
you?
I love those pants, mate. They're nice. And I was like, well, who would comment on my pants? Like, what the fuck would anyone bring that up? And then I realised I've got them on.
Someone's trolling you at the gym.
Oh, mate, I'm getting trolled everywhere.
Oh, you are. That's so funny. You're so trollable.
I am trollable. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute. Have you seen Kris Jenner lately?
No.
Oh my God, I love Kris. I love the Kardashians. I say I've never seen the show. I've never watched Keeping Up
And
with
why
the
not?
Kardashians.
Because I thought you would be someone that would actually enjoy that show. A bit of drama.
I find it boring. If ever I've tried to watch it.
Because you would have, in your breakfast radio days, you would have had to talk about them a lot.
I've spoken to them. I've interviewed a number of Kardashians.
Right, but you never watched the show.
No. But
I
feel
fascinated in how these people are making so much money for doing very little and thought, how do I crack that?
No, I've never thought that. But I do, what's funny about the Kardashians, and I know I'm not the only person who will say this, never watched the show and yet I know everything about them. How is that? How do I... It's just osmosis.
Because they're always in the news.
It's everywhere, yeah. So I'm pretty sure, and I've kept up with the Kardashians actually, without actually watching the show. But I tried to watch it one time, and all it was them eating salads and bitching about each other, whoever wasn't there. So if Kim and Court were there, they'd shake up their salad, they'd eat this huge salad, and they'd bitch about their mum and Khloe. And then cut to the next scene. Kris, Khloe and Kim shaking it up, bitching about Kourtney.
Now, how does the dynamic work in that family when it's all captured on camera, right? And then I'm guessing these are the kind of people that would watch themselves back on. For sure. Right. So they get to have evidence of someone else bitching about them. That would be how do you deal with that in a family?
That's reality TV, right? I mean, if we made a Keeping Up with...
But the thing is, that reality TV, like on, say, Married at First Sight, those people come together for 3 months and then they go away.
They bitch about each other.
Yeah, but then they leave.
Yeah,
These people still live together in a family unit.
Yes, you're right.
After they've smashed each other over a salad.
Still your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, who has to watch you and the other sister eating your huge salads going, I know.
And, people are going to come up to you in the street and be on someone's side.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, yep. Kourtney,
Whose side are you on?
I'm always on Coco's side, Khloe, always. We love Khloe. Coco and Kiki. I know. See, I've never seen the show, but I know that that's their nicknames. Kim's Kiki. I love Khloe. I know that her photos are very photoshopped or whatever, face-tuned. I don't care. I understand her journey.
What do you think of Kris Jenner, though?
I love Kris. I love Kris Jenner. I love that joke, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. She does. She's great. She's promoted. She's made her kids rich and famous. Her face at the moment is amazing. It is noteworthy. It is changed in a very obvious, noteworthy way. But what's fascinating about it is she looks now like a combination of Kim and Kylie.
Ah.
Now, Kim and Kylie's faces are very augmented. You know, they've had a lot of work done, which they've both admitted to. So, and which again is obvious. So it's just such a fun dynamic in that family where, you know, most of us come out looking like our mum, but in this family, the mum is going into hospital to try and look more like her daughters.
Like a Benjamin Button kind of thing going on there.
It is a bit. I mean, she looks so beautiful, but she's got Kim's eyes. I think Kim's
How does she get Kim's eyes?
I don't know.
Just that's natural though. Obviously, are you talking about the eyeballs or the shape of the eyes?
The shape of the eyes.
Right.
She hasn't actually got Kim's eyeballs in her head. No, I mean the shape. I wonder she must have worked with the doctor. She must have said, "Make me look
Give us a bit of that.
more like the girls." It's fascinating, and I get it, and I love it, and I am always talking about going to Thailand to have cosmetic surgery, and I really think I will because.
What do you want to look like, Louis and Dali? A mixture of those two?
Not really. I mean, they just look like me at the moment. We all look this. I don't want to look more like me. I'm not going to take two kids who look like me and
Okay,
go.
well, who are you going to take? Who's in the magazine that you're taking over there?
I might take Kris Jenner actually and go, make me look like her kids. No, it's my neck. You know, I've lost a bit of weight again and it's really affected my neck. And I'm like, oh, well, fuck, that's great. It's cost of living crisis and now I've got to get my neck done. But
How do you get your neck done? I have no idea how you get your neck done. And to me, you look like you got a great neck.
That's because I'm doing this.
Well, let go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no, I'm joking.
No, but you get it. You see
I
it.
don't see anything, mate.
Come on,
what
you
I
see
mate, I'll tell you what I see. I see a neck. And it looks like a neck to me, mate.
No.
It looks like a neck.
It doesn't have to look like that.
What's wrong with the fucking neck,
It
mate?
can look... I could take a photo and say, give me Darlene Louis' necks because they're 16. I want a 16-year-old neck. And I want a tight jawline. So, look, I might... please tell us in the Facebook group if you have done such a thing. If you've,
A neck job.
Yeah, and if you've done one in Bali would be great. I mean, you know that's my favourite destination, holiday destination.
Do you know what they do? Like, as in, are they just cutting skin out and then pulling it up? Or, like, what are they actually doing to tighten your neck up?
Not sure. Or do they pull it down and just tie it in a bow under your tits? I don't know. I don't really know.
They just like get a...
Pull it out the back and tie it up.
Well, you could just get one of those, you know, those the
bulldog clip.
Bulldog clips and just fucking hold it all back.
Oh, there's so many options, you're right, that could tide me over until the cost of living crisis eases up. I mean, if Tim Tams...
Leave your neck alone, mate.
If Tim Tams costs $6.60, imagine how much a neck job costs.
Well, tell me how much a neck job costs. Let's
I
Google
don't
that.
know.
How much does an actual neck job
In Australia
cost?
or Bali?
Well, let's go
Or
with
Thailand?
Australia because then we can see the real Australian dollar figure.
Oh, well, that'll be ridiculous.
What are you thinking, like 20 grand?
Well, I don't know. For foot massage is $80 in Australia and $8 in Bali.
Facelift is $4,990.
In Australia?
Yep.
$4,990.
A mini
Full
facelift.
facelift can cost you up to $8,990.
There you go, mate. It's,
A full
it's under 10
facelift for
grand. This is a
8,000.
bloody bargain. Go and get it done here in Australia. Why would you go to Bali?
Oh, if you want a neck lift,
Yeah.
$1,990.
Mate,
Neck
a neck
lift
lift
for
is
less than
$1,190.
$2,000?
Yeah.
From $190.
Book it in, son.
Yeah.
Book it. If that's is that a red dot special? Is that a shopper docket? What is that you've got there?
Dr. Bernard Bellham,
Yep, ring him. Book him in.
the body contouring surgeon.
He's a body.
Is he based here in
contouring.
Sydney?
Yeah.
Okay, so
in
this
the
is the thing,
sizzle.
Michelle. Okay, now you got to think about the flights to Bali, the accommodation in Bali. Just get it done here, mate.
Well, I just assumed it'd be cheaper. I
But
just
maybe
thought,
technology has brought the prices down, and maybe Australia wants to keep. Maybe this is like a Donald Trump's manufacturing thing he's got going on.
it
Maybe
is.
we're trying to keep this business here
tariffs.
in Australia.
Yeah,
There's
the tariffs have led to cheaper neck jobs in Australia. Bloody brilliant. I'll vote for Trump. Okay, this is exciting news, guys. Well, I'll ring the good doctor and I'll have a consultation.
$1,000, mate. You can afford $1,000.
Well, it's
probably.
it's $2,000. I mean,
1,190.
yeah.
Oh, how are you getting $2,000 out of that? If you're playing the prices right, mate, right?
terrible.
No, but
Did you say 1,190? I just heard 1,000 blah, 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 90.
Yeah, but you always round it.
1,999.
I
See,
apologise.
you're
I
terrible at the
apologise.
prices right. See? Thanks a lot. Fucking hell. The rudeness. Anyway, whoever's best at the prices right. The point is, I can get a neck lift for $2,000 in Sydney.
Yes.
Can't believe that.
Yeah, good times. Oh, well, they can get it done.
I mean, where's he going to do? You know, I'm dubious about this.
Why?
Does it?
What did
seems
you think they
very
were gonna
cheap.
cost?
I thought it was going to cost $20,000, $30,000.
Maybe it's a hell of a lot cheaper these days. And you know, like, you got to think about it. Okay, look at this. How much did it cost to get a website created? I know this is a bit random.
Okay.
But about 15 years ago.
Yes, good point.
How much did it cost us?
I can't remember, but it was a lot
Like
more
10
than
grand.
Yeah.
How much? You could start a website now for $30.
Yeah.
So that's what's happened in the same industry. It's like yeah, it goes on, and then everyone works out. Actually, you don't need all this gear.
A friend of mine's dad bought a plasma TV for $30,000.
What an idiot!
When they were brand new. Yeah,
Are you
ridiculous.
serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
When? What year was this?
Oh, this would be in the 90s, probably early 90s.
Like the first plasma
when there
that
was
ever-
the first, technology, and it was big note himself. Bought one, $30,000. So I hear what you're saying.
Wait some time; it'll all become cheaper.
I mean, look, maybe have a look on for end of financial year sales on neck jobs as well. I mean, there's that. Next thing we know, it'll be Black Saturday or Black Sunday, whatever it's called, sales.
Do you do sales on neck jobs? I don't know if I'd want to get a sale on a neck job because I want the guy who's slicing me fucking neck up to be really well paid.
Slicing me fucking neck up.
Well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're right. We should go mid-range. We shouldn't really go the lowest.
I'd pay for that.
Yeah.
I'd pay top dollar and I'd make sure that guy is happy that day.
And so, you know, Darlie doesn't get braces. Shit happens, you know, like... No, she is getting her braces. She has got her braces by the time this...
Okay, mate, I felt like you just got guilty on yourself there.
I did, you're so
I didn't
right.
say anything. I just looked at you and then you started stumbling around in this circle of like,
argued
I've
with
said
myself.
something shit, now I've got it. Yeah.
I said something shit. I made a shit joke. Then I shamed myself for
No,
it.
is that because I didn't laugh?
No.
If I had laughed, you would have gone, yep, great.
No.
But because I looked at you with a bit of, did I give you some judgment eye over here?
I can't even remember. But I think I judged myself harshly.
And then just had a...
It's because I'm scared people will believe crazy things.
Don't be
you say.
scared, guys. This podcast isn't about being scared.
It's not. I guess I'm very vulnerable in this moment sharing this neck with you that I'm just like...
Don't be vulnerable. It's a great neck. And I think you can leave it exactly the way that it is. But,
No
but
fucking
I am
way.
saying don't go and get a bloody voucher and get a 20% off or 30% off. Just get that guy paid properly.
Okay.
Because it's a neck.
Pay this guy properly. All right. You're right. Okay, well, it's decided. I'm getting a neck job. Thank you for your help, and I cannot wait. I'm going to have Terry Ann Kennelly's jawline before you know it. And it's necessary, it's essential. It's just the way women are aging these days. It's the way we are. I don't want to be the only queen in the retirement village with a turkey neck. Everyone else will be looking fabulous. And if I want to be invited to the pool for a morning swim with the fellows, then I need to make sure I've kept up my end of the deal. You know what I'm saying?
It's expensive, isn't it?
Being a lady.
Well, yeah, and just to keep yourself in, but where does all of this come from? Is it Instagram? What are you looking at that makes you think, oh, my neck's got to change here?
I'm getting it from the Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Oftentimes you find out they're like in their 60s and so I just think, well, if it's possible, I should pursue that. I guess I'm vain. I've become vain in my old age. My mum says I'm vain. So, whatevs.
Does she sing the song to you?
No, she doesn't sing the song to me. She's not that jovial about it. She definitely means it as an insult rather than a bit of fun. So she doesn't sing it to me, no. She's just, God, you're vain. But she's an old Catholic.
Did your mum ever think about getting anything done?
No.
It was that generation never had really much work done.
No,
did they?
God, no. She just, soap and water. She's a soap and water lady.
How's she looking?
Rough.
Oh. Fuck, you're tough on your mum, mate.
Where do you reckon I get it from?
From her.
That's what I'm telling you. She's an old Catholic lady raised by nuns. She is tough, mate.
She's Toowoomba tough.
She's Toowoomba. She's Catholic Toowoomba tough.
You don't get tougher than that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway.
We'll book it in, mate.
Book it in.
$2,000.
Yep. Mum will send me a box of Cadbury's roses while I'm in there getting it done. That's her go-to. And that'll all be good. Can't wait. Great. Stay tuned. Hit like and subscribe.
Well, okay, yeah. Why
neck.
don't you tell us now? When's this happening?
I don't know. Someone's just making the appointment. I don't know.
But are you serious?
I'm deadly. I couldn't be more serious.
All right, so we've got the before shot, right? This is like bloody mornings with Carrie Ann now.
Mornings with bags.
Yeah, so we've got the before shot, and then we're going to come back in, I don't know, 6 weeks?
What we should do for the before shot, though, is I should have no makeup on and be frowning. And then for the after shot, I'm like, in full glam makeup.
Yeah, and tightening your neck up.
Just to really drive it home. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
If you got a secret you want to share it on the podcast, all you have to do is go to the link in the bio. You can write them into us as well. This is our first written secret for today. I recently replied all and accidentally called my boss a dickhead.
Oh my God, I live in fear of that.
My coworker messaged me saying, "Did you see what Jen, our boss, just asked for?" And I replied, "Yeah, what a bloody dickhead." Except I hit reply all to the entire team, including Jen. I shut my laptop, took a mental health day, and seriously considered changing my name.
I've done it, but it wasn't an insult, luckily. Like, I've certainly sent messages to people the message was about.
Yeah.
Including my mum, actually. One time, we've got 2 WhatsApp groups. We've got our Laurie family group, and then there's another one that's just me and my siblings. And one time I thought I was just messaging them, and I was messaging about mum to the group that mummy's in. But fortunately, it wasn't it wasn't anything terrible, and I was able to say, I just kind of went, "Oh, sorry, mum, I'm talking about you like you're not here," because I didn't know you were here. But so I've definitely done it, but luckily not to the extent of calling anyone a dickhead.
Yeah. I did it in front of you.
Did you?
Yeah, remember? And actually, Sonia, who's here helping us out today, we were all working together in Melbourne. Mm-hmm. And I went to text. So we
ringing a bell.
Yeah, we were working with someone else.
Yep.
And I went to text Sonia to say blah, 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 blah.
That's right.
Because this person was just talking like continuously and fuck knows what they were saying. And then I sent that message to the guy in the studio who's directly opposite me, right? And then
while he was blah, 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 blah,
right? And then I realised as we went to so I've gone, all right, we'll be back after this, went to the ad break and then saw him pick up his phone and I went, oh, fuck. I think I told you eventually when like he may have walked out and obviously I had to explain it to Sonia as well. But
yes.
Yeah.
Did you ever resolve that? Like, did you...
There was never a like...
He never said, what's with the blah, 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 blah?
Oh, maybe I don't know how I did that.
How did you do that? Because I would immediately...
I think what I may have tried to do was say, "Oh, how's that caller?" or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
like, oh, that caller.
You've got to do something. Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know how I danced around it.
Yeah.
But I think he just looked at me like.
Yeah, I didn't mean you, mate. I meant Jenny from Kooyong.
Yeah,
About the fucking birthday wheel. I mean, I was like, I get it, Jen, it's your birthday.
Yeah, how's the feeling though when you've done it though? You're just like, you just want to grab their phone and get in there and delete it, or
I just am thinking how I'm just putting all my energy into acting. All of my energy into not
Are you a good
sweating.
actor? You're not a good actor.
I'm a great actor. Are you serious? I'm such a good actor. I am.
When have you been a great actor?
Well, you wouldn't know.
If
I had acted at you, you wouldn't know.
I don't think you could ever act at me.
God.
When have you acted at me? Give me
heaps of times. You just haven't known because I'm that.
Is this
good.
an act?
No, I'm not doing it. No.
Tell me when the act's come.
No.
You got to tell me the act's on now.
I'm saving it for when I need it. And there have been times, Simon, when I have acted at you.
And I didn't know.
No idea. Because it's been that good. It's been that convincing and you've just gone about your business. I mean, I'm not going to tell you.
Are we talking like Meryl Streep level acting here or what are we talking? Because I don't know. Wow.
We're talking...
Devil Wears Prada.
We're talking Devil Wears Prada. We're talking... I mean, I can't even think who are great actors.
Oh, Mamma Mia. She was in Mamma Mia, the music.
Yeah, she was. I'm talking Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet.
I'm talking Chalamet acting. That's what I'm charming, like he is, and I'm also acting at a level that is imperceptible to the naked eye.
Okay.
Yeah. So I save it for when I'm in trouble and I have to get out of trouble.
So how would you, if in this scenario, how would you act your way out of an email that you sent to your mum or a WhatsApp group?
That's not a real authentic. That's just not authentic.
As
an actor, I need to be authentic and I need authenticity. And so I have actually, it's funny, this has been a test and I've been acting at you the entire time.
Okay.
Yeah, everything that's been happening since you raised this topic has been an act.
So this is all a lie?
Yeah, it's all a lie. I actually did know this story. I did remember the story. I laughed along and reacted as though it was a new story to me.
Now I'm fucking so confused what's going on here. Don't do this to me. You know my little mind can't handle this kind of gear.
That's the acting. Yeah, I knew that whole story you just told. You'd already told it to me, but I acted as though I was hearing it for the first time.
Acting. Schmacting, actually, is what you used to call it.
No, schmacting is a great term I learnt from you and Matt Tilley. That's a great term when you're on radio or on TV or wherever, or you're in a friend. You know when you're in a group of people and someone does tell their funny story and you know you've heard it, everyone's heard it. And so when you just pretend you laugh and that's schmacting, isn't it? Yeah, schmacting. Overacting, giving it heaps. We've all done it. Yeah.
Oh, how do you file that secret?
I don't remember it.
The lady who sent the message to the boss saying she's a dickhead.
That's right. Yes, perfectly understandable. And I love it. We've all done it.
Yeah.
We've all done it. But praise Jesus, I haven't done it badly. Yeah. I told you about that girl who sent me a text once out of the blue, and it obviously was about me. She texted me just a screen grab of a nasty story about me on the Daily Mail.
Right.
And at first, when I got it, I'm just assuming the best, you know. And so I go, oh, so-and-so's texted me. Okay, open it up. And I wrote back immediately like, ha, 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 yeah, I know. And then as I sent the text to her, I thought, that wasn't meant for, I just knew that wasn't meant for me. She's obviously, I think, in an ongoing conversation about me with somebody. And she's just shocked because we all do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
If you and I have ongoing conversations about someone, we might just shoot each other a screenshot or a story or something, right?
Totally.
I just realised suddenly that's what she was doing. And so then I thought, you know how I love catching people out. So I texted her back and went, actually, I've just realised this text wasn't for me, was it? And I can't remember what I said after that. Something would have been some other nasty little line to call her a bitch, basically. And I've never spoken to her since. So I have been on the other end of that.
Yeah.
And it is hurtful. Yeah.
No, totally.
She didn't call me a dickhead, though.
What did she call you?
I don't know what she was calling me because I didn't get the rest of the messages, but I got the vibe. I got the bitchy vibe from a girl I thought was my friend. Yeah. But I'm sure Jan's under no illusions that you like her. That's all right.
All right, this is the... Oh, yeah, Jen. No, who cares about Jen? This is the next secret. I earn more money than my partner and I lie about how much I actually make. I downplay my salary, avoid money talks, and even pretend to be struggling some months just so he doesn't feel emasculated. I've been covering some of his bills secretly too. I love him, but I'm starting to resent the fact that I have to shrink myself just to keep the peace.
Yeah, you should resent that. And also, do you have to? Like, you're saying you feel you have to, but you need to talk to him about it because maybe he's fine with it, and maybe.
Well, you were the breadwinner in your family.
I do understand all of this. I understand also trying to preserve a man's masculinity by, I don't know, any means possible.
Did you have to do that with your partner?
Yeah, I think so. You know, it was a long relationship, so there were lots of phases, but I do understand what she's saying. Yeah, you don't want to shrink yourself, and you shouldn't be paying his bills in secret. If you choose to pay his bills, but not in secret. That's like, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to break up, and then you're going to be really pissed off that you spent all this other money and that he's going to pretend he doesn't even know about, and don't do it.
Hang on, what do you mean by that? What do you mean, pretend?
Well, if she's paying his bills without him knowing...
I gotcha.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Then you're going to break up and you're going to think to yourself,
what did I do that for? Yeah. I've just lost all that cash.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So
annoying.
Be honest. You've got to always be honest.
You should just be playing that song, All I Do Is Win in the house all the time.
Yeah. This is my song, Gary, not yours, mate. All I do is win. What you're doing over there, not sure.
You're not winning.
All I do. So, yeah,
he should play that City High song.
Which one's that?
What would you do if your son was at home, lying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry? Maybe that's not the right song to play.
I'd be happy with. I mean, that's fine with me because I'm over here going, all I do is win, no matter what. I'm like, I don't even know what he's playing over there. Yeah.
Sail Away by Shania Twain or something like that.
Sail Away by Enya?
Or whatever, you know what I mean.
I know, I do get it. Yeah. Just tell him, just go, look, I make this much, you make that much. Is that okay with you? Does it freak you out? Because if it does, let's deal with that. But don't...
Would you date a guy that earns less than you?
Are you joking? That's all I've ever dated.
Yeah, right. And so are you going to date guys that who earn more than you? Is that kind of the plan now?
I don't need them to earn more than me.
Where's the money? Where should the money be? Do you think that people should meet each other that have equal
No, because like there's so too many factors, you
in
know.
life that can go up and down.
Yeah, it changes, goes up and down, and the older you get,
But I imagine it's an argument that happens in a lot of relationships.
Oh, for sure.
Finance, right?
Yeah. Arguments about money, very common. And this is just one, application of that. But all I ask now is that they make some money, like that they can support themselves.
Do you think that people that are single going out on dates should ask their new partner to bring their tax return?
Just if I could just have 100 points of ID and your last tax return, that'd be really helpful. Look.
It actually would be really helpful.
Wouldn't it?
Like, I mean, as much as we're joking about that, bloody hell, it would clean some shit up. Because then at least you'd go, all right, well, there's no debt I'm going into, right?
Yeah, your credit score as well. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know this is really unsexy to ask.
But I told
you. But maybe people need to.
I think some people do take first dates very seriously these days. I've heard from younger men who've been dating women their own age or a bit younger that the girls are very focused and are like asking. One guy told me a girl asked him about his superannuation on a first date. Another one asked him what his 5-year plan was on a first date. So they're like job interviews sometimes. So I think some men wouldn't be surprised if I asked them for 100 points of ID, a credit check, and their last tax return. But I'm not trying to get married, so it's different for me. I'm not trying to get married. I'm not trying to move in with anybody.
Explain this though, right? Does it really matter if you're married or if you're in a de facto relationship? Really, what is the difference these days with that?
I don't know, but I don't think...
But you're not going to live with someone?
I'm not trying to live with anybody, no.
At all?
No.
Because, well, let's say in 2 years' time you meet a guy and then 2 years after that you move in together. Isn't it exactly the same problem as if someone just got married when they were 30 years old?
Yeah, but I can promise you I would never move in with someone who had no money. I'm not looking to take care of anybody.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, so...
Learned that lesson.
Yes. So it took me a number of times to learn the lesson, but I think that is my number one thing. I'm not paying your bills. I don't want to be putting money in your account like you're one of my children. No. It's embarrassing. I know it's embarrassing that I have done that, but no, never again.
All right. Well, how do you file that one? The old financial situation, lying about, making yourself smaller for your partner.
Don't ever do that. Don't ever make yourself smaller for your partner. If he's the right partner for you, you don't have to do that. He should be proud of you, encouraging of you, all those things. You know all this. So I'm going to say be careful.
Do you think that with the time that we're in now, finance and that being an emasculating thing for men, do you think that's going to slowly shift away from being or is that provider instinct always going to be there, and that's why it always has to be this sensitive thing? Like, why is it a thing?
I don't know. I think it's not going anywhere. I mean, when you think about the reality of our lives has changed so much in the last 50 years. When I was born, mums still were staying at home, dads were going to work, you could afford to buy a house on one wage, all that stuff. So that's so far removed from our reality today where everybody's working and all that stuff. So it's not based in reality. It's not based in what's actually happening, this gender roles that we keep saying we're fighting and not conforming to gender roles, but they're just still there. We've still got young women saying, I'm lying about how much I earn because my partner doesn't earn as much and I don't want to, make him feel bad or whatever. I don't know, but I can't see it going anywhere, to be honest.
All right, if you've got a secret you want to share it on the podcast, all you have to do is go to the link in the bio. You can also write them into us as well. We will catch you again tomorrow.